follow European shores of the city for first 45 minutes until the second suspension bridge in the city. Over there we will take a turn to the other side. On the way back we will follow Asian shores and we will make a full circle around the Bosphorus. We will be close by Old Town and then we will terminate for the same place we have departed from. Yes, a little bit close over. We have 2 more hours for the sunset. We will see what will happen. But regardless of the sunset, please enjoy the moment, enjoy the cruise. Bosphorus is always lovely to be on. You will see many highlights for the city from the water today. Yeah, first of all, there's a palace complex here on your left. It is Dolmabahce Palace from Ottoman times. Just before the main section of the palace, you can see a mosque here. It is Dolmabahce Mosque. It's a part of the palace from the same time again. A little bit inside, you can see a football stadium there, soccer stadium. District of the city in the first part of the cruise. Yes, for this palace complex now coming up on your left, it was the second main imperial palace of Ottoman Empire in the city with Topkapı. Topkapı Palace is located in Old City. We will have a far look to Topkapı Palace on the way back later on. This one, Dolmabahce Palace, was built by Nikogos and Karamet Balyan in the reign of Sultan Abdülmecid, middle of 19th century, from 1843 to 1856. It took 13 years to build this palace.
We are racing with this boat.
By the way, also for the royal family in that century, and you will hear their surname so many times in our cruise today. The 19th century was the modernization period for the empire. They influenced by industrial and French revolutions. They were forced to modernize, westernize the empire, so they decided to move the palace from old town to modern part of the city here. But this place now on your left side was used to be a bank. Until 17th century, the royal family ordered to build up this place with soils and stones by manwork. Gradually, they built royal gardens here in 17th century, so the area is called as Dolmabahce. There are 2 Turkish words here, combined words. Bahçe means garden, Dolma means house, building, garden or some garden can be translated like that literally in our language, because this flat area here on your left was artificially filled in 18th and 19th century. Early 19th century they built wooden houses here for the summertime. Middle of the century they built this European style palace. Here only last 6 Ottoman sultans, or you can call them emperors, used the palace for themselves until the defeat of Ottomans with the First World War. After the First World War, the whole country was occupied, and yet Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, who was a soldier and commander in Ottoman army, declared an independence war with Turkish people who lived in Anatolia. There is the main name for Turkey. Now we say Anadolu or Anatolia in English for Asian part of Turkey. And their success, they founded a modern Turkish republic in 1923. With that year, the capital of the country was moved to Ankara from Istanbul, because the city of Istanbul was occupied by British forces from 1919 to 1923. Still with Republic times, the city of Istanbul needed some buildings, offices for the new state, for the government. And again, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, who is the first president of the Republic too, used this Dolmabahce Palace as an office in the city. And also, he lived here in his last years, in his illness time, and he passed away in the palace of Istanbul in 1938. So, the palace is very important for Turkish people as well. What happened to royal family? They got exiled to European countries. They vanished from the country until 1974. Since that year, this family can Turkish Republic Topkapı Palace. This Dolmabahçe, we will see Küçük Su and Beylerbeyi palaces from Ottoman times again on Asian shores. These palaces are, yes, there's a port here, pier. Here, this area was used to be a military port for Ottoman Navy before the Republic time. Today serve as a public transportation pier to reach the many places in Istanbul, mostly for Asian sites. Today we will see many historical buildings around the Bosphorus. Most of them will be from 19th century, like Dolmabahçe. I will show you two fortresses, two castles from 14th and 15th century from the medieval age. And we will see some school buildings as well. For instance, just right here on your left, you can see a private university building. It's written BAU on the building. It is Bahçeşehir University. There are 61 universities in Istanbul, just in the city. Most of them are private, like this one. We will see two public universities around Bosphorus. Today, there's a free market to open a school, university in Turkey, and Istanbul is the most populated city in the country, so there are many private schools here in Istanbul. Bahçeşehir, one of them. We will continue to see some buildings from 19th century again. The first one here, pinkish one, it was the house of Atik Ali Pasha. Atik Ali Pasha was a Grand Vizier of Ottoman Empire. The title of Grand Vizier was the second most powerful one in Ottoman hierarchy. Today, this building serves as a hotel. It is Four Seasons Hotel, Bosphorus, one of the most close to each other. Maritime School, University, and this high school, all of them are public schools around the Bosphorus. Yes. Now, the last building of Çırağan Palace will be the small historical building with 8 columns on its facade. It was Feriye Palace. Feriye means secondary. This area was a secondary place for Çırağan Palace in the original time. Today, this building served as a restaurant and exhibition hall with the same name again, Feriye Restaurant. It is owned by Sabancı family. There are two real rich families in the country for today, I mean. They are Koç and Sabancı families, and Sabancı family is running this Feriye Restaurant. It's a fancy one, close by the first bridge. Why did I mention about these rich families now? It's because on the way back today, on Asian shores, we will see many private houses, single mansions on the shore. Most of them are owned by these rich families in the city. We will see them on the way back mostly. Now we are close to Ortaköy neighborhood on European side. This area was just small fishing village during Ottoman times. Today it is popular for its nightlife again. Still we are seeing Beşiktaş. Yes, Ortaköy neighborhood is in Beşiktaş officially. It's a popular place for the locals and visitors alike. Yes, now on the water side you can see a gorgeous mosque here. It is Ortaköy Mosque. This is the popular name. The real name is Grand Mecidiye Mosque. It was built by the Balyan family in the reign of Sultan Abdülmecid, middle of 19th century. It has neo-Baroque style of architecture, which is so rare for a mosque around the world. We have seen Dolmabahçe Mosque at the beginning of the cruise. It has Baroque style of architecture. There are some other Baroque style mosques in the city. The popular ones are Nusretiye Mosque next to Galata Port. The other one is Nur Osmaniye Mosque nearby Grand Bazaar in Old City. This one, Ortaköy Mosque, just close by the first bridge. And you can see, you can find many iconic pictures for the city with that view on the web, from the neighborhood with the mosque and with the bridge here. Yes, we are about to pass under the first suspension bridge in Istanbul from 1973. It is about 1.5 kilometers long. Before that one, there was no any bridge on the seaway. People was wishing to get across side of the city. They had to use ferry lines In 1950s, 60s, the population in the city doubled, and the city needed a bridge for the cars, obviously, so the state decided to build that bridge here in lately 1960s. It was built by German and British engineers in 3 years, from 1970 to 1973. The first suspension bridge in Istanbul. We will see the second one too, second suspension bridge, and we will take a turn to the other side close by it. So we won't be able to see this monument on Asian side clearly. If we take a look to the right side of the boat now, on Asian side, you can see a big tower there with the antenna on Asian side now. It is Çamlıca TV and radio tower on Asian side, on the right side of the boat now. It was open to provide TV and radio signal for the city 4 years ago. Before the tower, there were many antennas on the hill for the same purpose again, but these antennas were used to free view of the city. So the government decided to remove all of them over time, like in 5 years, and to build big one. It is 369 meters high in total with the antenna. Longest building in the city. Country now, 63,000 people can pray at the same time in this Çamlıca mosque. The number is with the courtyard for the interior. The number is 25,000 people, still bigger than Blue Mosque in Old Town, you know, the most popular one, the most iconic one in the city, Blue Mosque. The capacity of Blue Mosque is 10,000 people. The other big one in Old Town, it is Süleymaniye Mosque, close by Grand Bazaar. The number for Süleymaniye Mosque is 18,000 people. For this Çamlıca Mosque on Asian side top of the hill, 63,000 people can fit in for the prayer at the same. So he ordered to build another one for himself. Chura Palace, this one was built by Sarkis and Nikos Balyan brothers, the same architect family, who built Dolmabahçe in 1860s, but the main building of Çuran Palace, this building, was destroyed by a fire in 1910, and Turkish government couldn't afford the renovation for a long time. Kempinski group, Kempinski family, sponsored the renovation in 1980s, and then they bought the building today. Çuran Palace or Kempinski Hotel is the most expensive hotel in the country. To increase the capacity of hotel, they built modern buildings just next to main building in 1990s for the standard rooms. The main building is for the King Suite. The price of King Suite is 45,000 euros per night, not 100, 45,000 euros per night for the King Suite of Kempinski Hotel. Other than the King Suite, this place is popular for its receptions like weddings among high society, especially during summertime. Yeah, this is the modern section of the hotel for the standard rooms. The price of standard rooms is just 1,000 euros, and the hotel size, they serve bed and breakfast, so technically breakfast is included in that 45,000 euros. Breakfast just complimentary by the hotel if you are interested in staying Kempinski Hotel. Yeah, this is the modern section of hotel from 1990. Some buildings for the empire, and they got paid for their jobs, of course, but also, as an extra, as a gift, Mehmet the Conqueror, the Sultan, gave this land to this Albanian people. So, that's Arnavutköy, Albanians village. Later on, some other non-Muslim communities of the empire settled this area, like Jewish and Greek communities, and there's a Greek Orthodox Church in Arnavutköy. It's an active one. There are 158 churches. Yes, sit down. Them are in old city or around the old city. first started with that one over there in the beginning of 17th century. It is called as blue. It's decorated beautiful and made blue tiles. Inside there are 20,000 pieces of tiles inside of it. The dominant color is blue and the shades of blue. The travelers wrote travel books about the city and they say it's a blue mosque to define